The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
You Have Real Estate is proudly sponsored by Renewal by Andersen, your full-service window and door replacement company. Learn more at rbafla.com.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate, as always, presented by my good friends at Renewal by Andersen. My name is Justin Clark. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, or even looking to sell your home, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think of it like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room, with my attorney advice throughout the way. Any questions whatsoever during the program, the phone number is right about here, 407-205-0400. If you want to start your house hunt this weekend to find your dream home, Dallas Lehman is standing by to get you pre-approved right now at that very same phone number. Wonderful show ahead today, but first, the opening statement. I know real estate's been in the news the last week or two with this big settlement, okay? You've heard, oh, real estate is changing. We're going to address that today. Whether you're an agent watching the show right now, I know many of you do, don't stress, we're gonna be okay. Or if you're a consumer wondering how these new changes are going to affect you, that's what we're gonna talk about today. But also, people have been asking a lot lately about the price of houses is so much lately. Should I look at pre-construction? All right, how good of an investment is a pre-construction house for you to buy? We're gonna answer that question and many more, and we do so by asking real questions. Every weekend here on the program, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Kick it off, very happy to do so. Return visitor Fernanda Negromonte is here. How are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you, thank you.
So you're the first guest since this whole NAR settlement has happened, and it's been all over the news, of course. And I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
That's okay.
But what does this mean to you? What does it mean to the consumer at home?
I think that for the first few months, things are going to be a little, crazy, like people won't have necessary direction. But I think that, it's a good change, and we need to adapt and make sure that we're always defend our clients' best interests. I feel sellers are still going to pay for buyer's incentive because, there's a lot of inventory, and if you really want to sell your property, you need to have some.
Jeff Bezos has created an amazing system for you can go on your phone and you can buy anything you want, right? And there's some computer and some robot at Amazon that moves it around. Next thing you know, it's at your house later that day or the next day. Wonderful. I'm glad that that's all automated. I don't see the possibility of real estate being fully automated. Yeah. I think that realtor or the real estate agent is so important in that transaction that it cannot be automated. What are your thoughts on that?
I absolutely agree with that. I work with first-time home buyers, investors, all different type of clients that have a tight budget, big budget, and I do feel that the real estate definitely brings the value to every transaction. And I'm very confident that my clients, they will still, using our service. I tried to buy a car through...
one of them.
Yeah, one of them. It was a good deal. It was the car that I wanted, but it was so hard just to be on the phone with a real person that I'm like, I'm not doing this. So I went to actually a car sales guys, and I bought a car with a human, and I can't imagine people doing that with the biggest transaction of their life.
Imagine that you actually got a real human to spend $50,000 or $60,000 of your own money, huh? It's
and not only this, when you do work with great agents, I think one of the benefits is that some of the agents who are not active in the industry, they're probably going to find something else to do, and then the good ones will stay. And I feel that we're going to be busier than ever.
I fully agree. I think that maybe some agents will get maybe out of the market, and we don't wish that upon you, of course, but I think inevitably that's going to happen. But maybe that's not a horrible thing either. I want to talk about Nova a little bit, though, because the last time I met with you, I was really blown away by the growth that you've had. But from what I understand over the last year and a half, Nova's grown even more in 2023, 2024. What's going on?
Yes. So we're very impressed because last year, actually, a lot of the brokers, they decreased their sales. We actually were high by 7% growth. And I feel that, now I'm really trying to go to the boutique local approach where we are the expert in Orlando. We know, I can name all the names, like street names in my head, like we know the value of the homes. We know we do have a concierge service to our clients where we can provide them with everything that they need, from the little things to the, bigger stuff, even helping them with the, moving and things like that. So this is where we want to go and continue to go. I feel that now you're saying, people are probably trying to minimize the work that they do as far as real estate goes. I think I'm going to the other way. I wanted to provide our clients the best service that they can. People are busy. They don't have time to deal with little things, So we are here for that.
There's a little city called Winter Garden. If you haven't been there in a long time, you won't recognize it. It's crazy. It's become a really cool place to go, a cool place to hang out. And I wanted to bring it up because there's also a new community that's about to break ground in Winter Garden. And I get this question often is, should I buy something pre-construction or not? What are your thoughts on pre-construction?
There are a lot of benefits on buying a new home. For me, I feel like the happiest clients most of the time that I get, it's when they get a new home that they don't have to worry about. They come with warranties, so they don't have to worry about changing their roof in a couple of years. The insurance is going to be cheaper. I see a lot of benefits into it. You can customize your home at some level, and I'm super excited about this project. We do acquire, I work with the Double Homes, and we acquired this piece of land that's walking distance to Crooked Can, which is the only new community in Winter Garden.
It's our favorite place.
Oh, really? Who knows? Maybe I'll bring you guys there.
We'd love to go.
And we're going to have 46 homes. They're going to be luxury, starting the luxury product. Price range, about 700 plus. So we're excited about it.
If you call now, we're talking about really getting on the ground floor, which a lot of times is an idea. And by the way, if you'd like to maybe get on the ground floor in this community, I would call Fernanda now, 407-205-0400. Not too far from Winter Garden is Bay Hill. A lot of people know Bay Hill from the Arnold Palmer Invitational, of course. You actually have a listing in there.
Yeah.
Tell me about that one.
Yeah, we have a few listings there. We have the specific one that backs up the golf course, and it has the dock to the Big Lake Butler chain.
Golf and lake. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
It has the best of the both worlds. It's a very unique property. So, if you like to get on the boat and go to the lakes or just enjoy the view of Bay Hill, it's amazing.
Yeah, awesome. If you'd like to see that property as well, call her today. Wonderful to see you again, all right?
Thank you so much.
And I love your attitude about the NAR settlement. You're like, yeah, bring it on. Let's do it. And I think that agents out there are going to have that mentality. Change can be good.
Yeah.
Change is not bad. You just have to figure out your way around it. Thank you, Fernanda. We'll see you soon, I hope. All right?
Okay,
all right,
perfect.
invited back anytime. Here's what we will do, a very quick break. When we return, Viv goes somewhere new. But also, we'll have Rose Kemp here from ORRA and Eric Mock as well to talk more about the NAR settlement as You Have Real Estate continues. I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you've been threatened by the IRS and are feeling scared, call me now or visit youhavepower.com. There's a little town right up I-4 that I really like. A couple of great restaurants I love to go to. A theater that I love to go to, and it's called DeLand. What better place to send Viv for Viv's in your neighborhood up in DeLand?
I'm a little further north of Orlando today in DeLand, Florida, a city nicknamed the Athens of Florida due to its rich cultural and educational history. Even the local theater was aptly named Athens Theater. DeLand was founded in 1870, but it is home to Florida's oldest private college, Stetson University, registered in 1883, which I'm at. The quad, the Greco-Roman columns, and the magnificent oaks make you think you might be in New England instead of Florida. If you're the current university president, you get to live here during your tenure and enjoy the many things downtown DeLand has to offer. This community prides itself in catering to the students and locals alike with access to great restaurants and shops. Many festivals are featured throughout the year, and it's well known for the indie market it holds once a month to showcase local artisans. DeLand also has some unique film history. The current Conrad Park, owned by the city, is not only used by Stetson for its athletic events, but was a location used to film The Waterboy, filmed in 1997 with Adam Sandler. The median household income is about $55,000, and the average home value was $330,000 in 2023. Still affordable. This quaint city, with its large verandas and tree-lined streets, also doubles as a college town, and it's a place you'll want to visit. Located along the St. Johns River, it's a short 30-minute ride to New Smyrna on the East Coast. If you want more information about DeLand, don't hesitate to call me, Vivian Lehman, at 407-205-0400.
Thank you, Vivian. You can see why I love DeLand. So back to kind of what's going on in this community right now, joined by the president now of the Orlando Regional Realtor Association, Her Majesty Rose Kemp. Hi, Rose. How are you?
Good. How are you?
And to her left, wearing a realtor pin, which I know she's going to like as well, Eric Mock is here. Hi, Eric. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Now that you become president, you have handlers with you, so I have to be careful with you today. So I'm a little bit nervous about this, but
I'm just like you now.
Yeah, right. I don't necessarily want to talk directly about the settlement, okay? However, there are a lot of real estate agents and realtors that watch this program. Not talking about the settlement at all. You've been in real estate long enough. You've seen a lot of change in real estate over your career. For a real estate agent that is going through this change now, what do you tell realtors about change and how to embrace it?
Well, in 24 years that I've been in the real estate industry, change is inevitable. Our communities change, the way we do real estate changes. And so in the realtor community, pivoting is like the word, right? Pivot. So for now, business as usual. Yes, we will have challenges. We've always had challenges, but we always overcome them, and we just need to continue moving forward. Realtors are very valuable in our community. We've been in existence since 1908, and that's just not changing. So my biggest advice is just keep moving forward, business as usual, take care of your customers, put our consumers first, and everything will be good.
How likely is it that actually a real estate agent, a realtor, could become more valuable now with this change and these unknowns?
Well, understanding their value proposition. And so for that, they can go to the National Association of Realtors, and they can find over 160 value propositions. We do so much, and we don't just sell houses, as you know. We are out there in the trenches, in our communities, affecting change, advocates for home ownership. So we do so much more. And education, right? So right now, what I would have to say is make sure that you're following NAR. We're all members of NAR. Make sure you're following the state association, the Florida Realtors Association, and they will guide us. They will guide us as to what are going to be the new business practices. And that's my best and biggest advice. Stay positive. Keep moving forward, like I said, and continue with this passion of your career that you've decided to choose. I always like to joke around. Every day I feel good about myself because every day I overcome a challenge. That's real estate. You know, when we work with a buyer, we work with a seller, you as an attorney doing closings, we know every time, every step of the way, there's different things we find. Every transaction is different, but we find a way and we find the solutions to get through it. And then we get to closing. Yeah,
I see different levels of relationships when you're out there in the world. One is you go to the grocery store and maybe you've seen that clerk before. Hi, how are you? Good to see you again. Mm-hmm. Maybe you go to a restaurant or a bar and that bartender or that waiter or waitress, hi, great to see you again. They don't necessarily become like family to you. Eric, let me bring you in here for a second, because when you go through a real estate transaction, whether you're representing the seller or even maybe especially a buyer, it's more than just the cashier or the bartender. It's truly a familial relationship that you create with your clients. Why is that?
You know, I think a lot of times it has to do with the amount of money that a person's going to invest. I know that you spoke earlier about buying a car. Those are very expensive. Houses are very expensive. And I really, truly believe that people look for professionals, they look for knowledge, they look for expertise to help guide them through the process. Working with a client right now, she actually told me, she goes, I need your help. She goes, this is my first time I'm buying a house. Yeah. And I said, no problem, we've got that, we can get this and we can take care of that. So I think the relationship and building relationship is an important aspect very important to the client.
I know you're not afraid of the change that's ahead. I think you embrace the change that's ahead. I mean, you went through a significant career change to become a real estate agent. What do you think of this change that's approaching?
You know, at one point in my life, in my career, it was just, oh my goodness, you know, familiarity is comfortable, you go through the process, and over a period of time, if you're going to survive, you have to adapt. You have to make that change. I got to a certain point in my career and I'm like, hey, change is change. Change is opportunity. And those people who look at that and say, just be calm, you know, the pendulum swings, it'll swing, you know, and settle, and, you know, continue to focus. As Rose said, if you focus on the client and you focus on the client's needs, you're not going to have an issue, irregardless of what shakes out as this process, you know, continues to move forward.
Yeah, I think the real estate agent, broker, realtor is actually going to be more important now because there are changes ahead. I'm not even saying that there's a headwind. I'm just saying that there is change. So I think this real estate agent is more important now, will be more important now than ever. I would be remiss. I don't think you've been here since you've been president of the Orlando Regional Real Estate Association. You were a down in the trenches real estate agent for many years, doing a great job, obviously. How has this transition been for you to president?
So I'm still doing it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, business as usual.
Yeah. So it's both.
Yeah, so as president of the association.
2 cell phones or one?
One.
Only one? Okay, good.
One. I'm just one person. I haven't found a way to clone myself yet, but maybe AI will help me.
Yes.
So I am selling real estate. I hope you understand this is my volunteerism journey. I'm very passionate about our community and real estate, and so here I am as president. It's been great, actually. I want to almost say business as usual when it comes to my volunteerism and it comes to being part of the board of directors at ORRA, because the only thing that's truly changed for me is the title and different and additional tasks. But I always believe that we should always serve at our highest and best capacity. And so right now, this is my highest and best capacity. And I love something that you just said, opportunity. With change comes opportunity. Yeah. And you either embrace it, and those are the people that keep moving forward and survive. Once upon a time, faxes to PDF was a big deal.
Oh, yes.
I saw people leave the business over faxes and PDF. Think about that.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, we had to use MapQuest and kill a lot of trees and print a lot of stuff and figure out how to get to houses with paper, right? I remember clients saying to me, hey, I don't want to see that house after all. Let's just go to the next one. And I'd say, well, I don't know how to get to the next one if I don't get to this one first, because now we have GPS on our phone. So, you know, if you don't embrace those changes, then you won't realize the opportunities that open up for you. As we've evolved, I remember realizing I could go faster, digital signing, oh my gosh. I mean, all of those things, it actually opened up opportunities to do better and more business. So I really love that you said that. The second thing I want to mention is relationships. Real estate has always been and will always remain a relationship-based business. And yes, our customers do become our friends and family.
Yeah, they sure
They're not one transaction, they become multiple transactions. You work with their kids, a generational realtor. I'm going to age myself. And as president of ORRA, I love that, yes, I am that realtor that's in the trenches. I understand what the needs are. I know what's happening out on the field. And I do understand that, you know, many realtors do feel a little panicked right now, but it's, again, got to remain calm, business as usual, and just figure things out, get educated.
Excellent work. Rose Kemp, good to see you. Eric Mock, great to see you as well. Quick break. You have Real Estate Continues. 2023 has come and gone. I know on your list of things to do was get my roof inspected. You see leaks coming in, or your roof has just gotten old. 2024 is the year to do that. One place to turn is my good friends at Universal Roof and Contracting, joined by Justin and Corey. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. You too. Thanks for having us.
You did my roof last year, and they did such a great job. QR code is here on the screen, by the way. If you have any roof leaking, or if your roof is old, you need to have someone look at it today. You're not just roofers, you're general contractors, which really saved the day on my house. What difference does that make?
A huge difference. It makes us a one-stop shop. If there's anything on a structural level or anything beyond the roof line that needs to be handled as a point of doing the roof, we can actually handle that circumstance in real time with real solutions and not have you to take back over and get other GCs involved to handle that. So really it just makes us very versatile, and it allows us to open up a huge book of services to make sure all your best needs are met.
A lot of roofing companies gone out of business, getting bought up right now, and they're doing that because when they get the phone call, they literally don't go to the person's house. They get an aerial photo of the roof, and they call up and say, okay, we're going to put a new roof on. Not your strategy at all.
Not at all. It just happened yesterday with me. Yeah, the homeowner was surprised I showed up, and I'm glad I did, because there were so many little intricacies about the roof that had to be addressed to make a proper scope of work. So we're big believers in showing up, doing a proper inspection, making sure that we're going to address everything so there's no surprises on the back end.
With my house, we were able to file an insurance claim thanks to you guys, really. You helped me through that process. Sometimes you can't file an insurance claim. For the people who have to pay, you have payment plans available that make it really simple.
Absolutely. Financing is a real thing out there. It's a useful tool. It's a way for us to not only get your roof done, completed, but you can defer all your money issues until the next year, and then we can still get your roof done in real time.
Thank you guys for all you did for me, all you've done for our audience here. Do yourself a favor, check out Universal Roof and Contracting right now. Welcome back. So yes, a lot of people have questions. Whether you're in real estate, you work in real estate, or you're a consumer buying and selling real estate, this whole NAR, NAR, whatever you call it, settlement is really all the rage right now. I'd love to hear what Elisha Lopez, Ocala Realty World has to say about that. Welcome, first of all. How are you?
Wonderful.
Can I be honest with you? I always call it NAR in my head, but when Rose was here, she said NAR. What do you call it?
NAR.
NAR, me too.
Yeah.
Are we right or wrong? I don't know. I just felt dumb. So
There's
then
a few ways.
when I started this segment, I used both just so I, trying to hedge my bet a little bit. So whatever, we'll call it NAR. How about that?
Sure.
You have a bunch of agents that work at your brokerage, obviously. They're probably a little bit concerned. What are they asking you?
So the majority of our agents have not been through the cycles yet of real estate. I want to say probably 8-9 years is the longest some of our agents have been with us. So I've been through these cycles, and it's just another change. But they're scared, they're worried that, realtors are not going to be needed any longer. And I just think that the fear that the media is putting into everyone, including realtors, is, I guess they're doing their job, but it's really not that big of a deal.
I literally think this makes realtors more valuable because now a buyer doesn't know, okay, do I pay my own agent? What do I do here? Seller doesn't know how to negotiate. I think it could very well be said that this is the time realtors are needed the most even.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's kind of a no-brainer to me. So your agents are freaking out a little bit, but are you freaking out? How do you feel about it?
Well, we all say change is good. And I heard something the other day where if you're flexible, then nothing's going to break you. But if you're not flexible, you're going to break. And my husband and I have always been flexible in the industry. So changes like this are actually really exciting. And there's no better time to be in real estate if you take it like a real profession, because the professionals are only going to get better. And the agents that are just, dibble-dabbling in real estate, those are the ones that's going to squeeze out, but it's kind of clears out the agents that are kind of the ones that give us a bad name.
And, anything in the real estate business is cyclical, so they're always going to be changed no matter what. I mean, you and I were around in late 2007, 2008 when literally the market collapsed. In 2006, you could sell anything, get a mortgage on anything just like that. And then we had to navigate a market that was absolutely collapse, and we figured that out as well. I mean, that's change. That's scary change. I think this is more processes and systems. That stuff does not scare me one bit. Ask mortgage people about when Shrid came out back in, 09 or whatever it was. I mean, change is consistently here. Anything involving the real estate market, whether it's mortgage, title, real estate. So I have no fear for agents out there that this is going to do anything to negatively impact your business. That's the way I see it. Really, I mean, the bigger concern sometimes I have is for people who are looking to buy real estate, and right now you feel priced out of your market. And that's why I love what we've created with your direct connection to the Ocala real estate market, really the whole Marion County real estate market, 40% less than Orlando, making it affordable for people to buy a home there. And you can get on a list. And the QR code is right here. Elisha will send you listings as they pop up in real time, Because it's still a competitive market out there for buyers, isn't it?
Oh, it is. And I think the hardest part is the education for, like, from the buyer's perspective. Because so what happens is they usually talk to an agent that just, oh yeah, I'll show you a property. And this goes back to the whole NAR situation, because it's really great that the buyers are going to have to understand that we can't just throw them in our car and take them wherever. It kind of gets rid of the order takers.
Yeah.
And we're back to buyer appointments, which we never stop doing that, because when you invest that time and you educate the buyer, they really understand. And that education helps them to become homeowners. A lot of the times they're like, oh, I'm qualified through a bank, and they're not.
It happens all the time, that's right. I think it's gonna be great for your business. I do think maybe there will be some real estate agents who maybe get out of the business, but that happens anytime anything happens. I think you're going to be fine. What you've set up there in Ocala, at Ocala Realty World, is nothing short of amazing to us. So good job as always. Check Elisha out right now, please. QR code or use the phone number on the screen. She'll send you listings as they come up, not just to live, but investing in Ocala real estate is hot right now. If you're looking to spend some money on investing in real estate, whether it's NAR or NAR, I'm supposed to tell you, I'm not sure. Everyone's going to be just fine. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for our amazing team. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate. Welcome back to our house. Or do you want to welcome?
Welcome back to our home.
Last time you were here, if you remember, we had installed a brand new Duquesne system. Our friends from Old Dash sent it over. I love it. But your only concern, of course, was you were hot. She was so hot she couldn't take it.
In Florida.
You thought she was going to melt. My concern was the energy efficiency. I wanted to make sure our electric bill went down. Well, now I think the proof is in the pudding. I'm so impressed. Let's see how we've done. All right, so we're in our real house, by the way, I want to be clear. And we have a real Duquesne Lynx inverter heat pump system, and the amount of money we're saving per month, unbelievable. How are we doing? We have it right here. These are the real bills. You tell me.
It's crazy to think that we've gone from $300 down to $140. I'm sure you like that.
I love it. It made it all worthwhile for sure.
In the last 3 months of consumption with the old AC unit, we consumed an average of 1,300 kilowatts, while with the new Duquesne Lynx unit, we consumed an average of 886 kilowatts, 33% less.
Unbelievable. Now, if you look at it though by saving money, which is what I'm really looking at, we're down like $100-something a month. This is unbelievable. As you can see, Duquesne Lynx is the right choice. This unit has quick link inverter technologies, high efficiency 18 SEER, and quiet operation, which I love. Want to know more about Duquesne Lynx? Visit the website on the screen right now or visit them on Facebook.
Thanks for stopping by our house again.
And thank you to Duquesne for saving me money. You need to check them out today. I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you're worried about your student loan payments restarting, call me now or visit youhavepower.com.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.